Well, I was haunted by that painting for, I guess, over 25 years. I saw it as a young man, and it was an unknown painting, and it showed this Aboriginal girl in a quite beautiful red dress with a black velvet band, and it is an image of the savage civilised. But what was particularly strange about it was that when you lifted up the wooden frame, you saw these two naked feet, and you realised the people who had commissioned the painting had been ashamed of the sight of these feet, and that this little girl, when she'd sat for this picture, had kicked off her shoes, and they were left with this problem of what to do with the feet, and so they'd used the oval wooden frame to cut her off at the ankles. This stayed with me for many years till I was kayaking a very remote river in far northwest Australia with some tribal, traditional Aboriginal men, and they were men fully initiated into the law in the dream time. And in the dream time, all stories are written into the land. The land itself is contains all the stories of the past, the present and the future. The land can only be understood through story, and the land is story. But you lose contact with the land when you start wearing shoes, because everything comes up from the earth. This is their quite strong belief. They keep shoes, they have special, they had like football boots they really liked that they'd wear to dances, but otherwise they like being barefoot. And when they told me the story, it took me back to this picture of the Aboriginal girl whose name was Mathina. And I'd long wanted to write a book about this endless war that goes on in all our hearts between our desire to control longing and our terrible hunger for love. And it seems to me that this is a war that never ends, that humanity's lived with forever, but that we constantly deny it and we pretend it doesn't exist, and we pay a terrible price and consequence. And the more I thought about that painting, I thought if I could find a story that spoke of what I felt when I saw that painting, I might begin to be able to write something that might convey something of this to readers.